This is the Antisocial Podcast, and this is a public service announcement. Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. It's time to part ways, folks. Not really. This is a public service announcement, a PSA, if you will. A very short little post/episode for you all. Just to let you know that there's some changes to the format of the Antisocial Podcast. We've been up and running now for the past, how long? 4.5, getting closer to 5 years. And we're up at, episode 222 was last week. And moving forward, I've made another change. So 2020 brought in 2 podcasts a week episodes. We've got the Crazy Talk episodes and the guest podcast episodes. They're both podcast episodes. Anyway, you guys catch my drift. And I'm going to change it again because why not? And the reason, the motivation behind the change is that I have taken the plunge and I'm now on Patreon. That's correct. I'm now on Patreon. This is a big plunge. It's a big step for me. And if you want to support, because many of you out there I know use Patreon to support other creators, or maybe you're a creator yourself. It's a very popular and well-known and easy to use, a familiar platform. What else can I use to describe this platform? But that's what it is. And you can go to patreon.com/Andy Dowling. And over there, I've already got a few legends that have already jumped on straight away without me really making much of a hoo-ha. So that's already some validation, which is fucking great. But what that means is that I'm going to go back to 1 episode a week as far as putting public episodes out there. That's going to be the Thursday night guest episode. That's going to keep rolling on as per normal. But the Crazy Talk episodes, the ones that you expect to hear every Tuesday morning that get released, they will now be for Patreon members only. And they will be released roughly around the same time each week for everybody. So weekly Crazy Talk episodes for Patreon supporters, and then the usual guest episodes every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Sydney time for everybody else. So the way it works, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but there's 3 tiers. There's a $1 tier, $5 tier, and a $10 tier. And really, if you throw a buck my way, it's just amazing. It's a little feel-good thing, and just helps me sort of just keep the podcast rolling, especially if there's a lot of you that do that. But the $5 and $10 tiers get access to the Crazy Talk episodes and some other little things along the way. I will be adding extra things, content and exclusive stuff to the Patreon page over time as I get to learn it all and get some ideas from you all. But this is already a big positive for me, and hopefully many of you will find the value in supporting what I've been doing for the past several years. I figured after a couple of 100 episodes that it might be time to at least open up the door to giving people an option to support the podcast. So I may as well give you guys the opportunity to make a decision if you wish to. But otherwise, we keep rolling on. So if you just enjoy listening to the guest podcasts, then they're still there. They're still easy to access. And by all means, keep sharing them around and enjoying them. But if you want to take that extra step and support me and have access to some of this more exclusive stuff, then you can go to patreon.com/Andy Dowling. The Crazy Talk episodes, as they stand, will become a little bit more interactive. I'm going to start calling people and getting some guests on the Crazy Talk episodes themselves. I'm going to put some segments in there, make them a little bit more, I was going to say dumb, make them dumb, but they're already pretty dumb. I'm going to make them even dumber than what they were before, and try and make them a little bit more, I guess, lighthearted and I don't know, just a bit more entertaining. So I'm going to try and, develop some more skills in that area and do some weird and wonderful things. And I'll use my Patreon friends as guinea pigs to check out all the silly things I'm going to start doing. So jump over there, patreon.com/Andy Dowling. But that's it. Nice short little PSA for you all. I really hope that I can see you over at Patreon. Otherwise, I really hope that you will continue to listen to the Andy Social Podcast and enjoy the episodes each and every week. All right. Until then, take care, folks. Ta-ta. Larry, please.